Hey guys, Lloyd here with your news, my views. Now, I was sent a link probably about 35, 45 minutes ago, um, and I'm absolutely loving this sheriff. And I'm hoping I'm going to pronounce his name right. Okay, the sheriff's name is Sheriff Joe Arpaio. All right, he's the sheriff of Maricopa County, Arizona. Okay, now this sheriff's being reelected 14 times. All right, and what makes this sheriff unique is he's taken his prison outdoors. He's turned his prison into a tent city. His inmates stay in tents. I don't know how many it is per tent, but they stay in tents. That's completely different from other prisons. Other prisoners stay in concrete walls. Now, this tent city is surrounded by a fence. It does have razor wire on the top. Okay. Now, that's not the only thing that makes this sheriff unique. Okay, that's the biggest thing, and I love that. But your average prison spends about $2.50. About $2.50 per day per prisoner per day per prisoner for meals. Now, if you take that by how many prisoners there are in the U.S., that is a lot of taxpayer dollars. It is a lot. Okay, it's wasted money because there are ways to cut that down. Okay. Now, what he's done is he's cut it down to 20 cents per prisoner per day. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. And the way he did this, in your normal prison, you go to a big mess hall and, you get hamburgers, you get macaroni and cheese, you get mashed potatoes, you get rolls. Basically, in prison, you eat better than a lot of citizens that are outside of prison that obey the laws. He's feeding his prisoners things like bologna sandwiches. Not a problem. I like bologna. Put a little mustard on it on some white bread. That's what I'm talking about. But he's done that. And it's taken it down to 20 cents per prisoner per day. Absolutely amazing. That's like a 95% cut in food cost. And another thing he's done is he's taken coffee out of the prisoner out for the prisoners. Okay. He said the coffee has no nutritional value. They don't need it. I'm a coffee drinker. I like my coffee, but I'm not in prison. These guys are in prison. They don't need coffee. Make them drink water. All right? Kool-Aid is cheap. Kool-Aid is real cheap. Now, another thing he's done, in your normal prison, well, in some prisons across America, not all of them, you can still smoke, you can read pornographic material, and you can watch R-rated movies. I don't understand if you're in prison, especially if you're in there for rape or whatever else, why you get to see pornographic material and why you get to watch R-rated movies. Well, what this sheriff has done is he's cut out smoking. There is no smoking allowed. He's cut out any and all pornographic material, and his prisoners only get to watch G movies. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. They're in prison for a reason. They're in prison to serve their time. They're not in prison to have luxury. Okay? Now, another thing he's done is he started the chain gang for the city where the inmates go out and they repair prisons. I'm sorry. They go out and they repair roadways, they repair ditches. They do what they need to do to help the city out so the city doesn't have to spend taxpayer dollars. Okay? Now, while they're out there, they have to wear the pink and black striped pants. And they wear a bright pink shirt that on the front and on the back, printed in black, says clean and sober. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And just so he wouldn't be sued for discrimination, he started the chain gang for women, and they have to do the same thing. I'm loving you, Sheriff. I'm loving you. Now, in prison, you can go, when it's rec time, you lift weights, you play basketball, you do this, you do that, you do the other, okay? He's outlawed weights. There's no weightlifting in his prison. There's no basketball in his prison, okay? When it's rec time, he has you reading. He has you doing things that are productive that's going to help you become a better member of society when you get out. He said that the reason why he took out the weights is because he doesn't want his prisoners on the downtime lifting weights, getting strength, getting bigger, getting bulkier. So if they do go out, or if they do go on parole, or they get out, and they do decide to commit a crime again, they're not stronger to commit that crime. His thing is, why should his prisoners be lifting weights? They should be doing something productive. I agree with you. Now, there's a lot of people out there that don't like this sheriff. And you're always going to have that. You're going to have people that are going to have their opinions. Let me tell you a couple of these opinions. One person's opinion is it's inhumane. The way he treats his prisoners is inhumane. It's 100 degrees out there. They're living in tents. Yeah, so? Think of it this way. And this is what another person said. This was their reply to this. Our soldiers, our U.S. soldiers are over in Iraq and Afghanistan in 128-degree weather, wearing full BDUs. And for those of you who don't know, BDU stands for Battle Dress Uniform. Okay, that's their camo. 60 to 100-pound rucksacks. M4 with ammo. Okay. Kevlar helmet. And if they have to, they have night vision goggles on it. Okay. And they're walking around every day in 128-degree temperatures. They're not complaining. And if they are, they only do it for a couple seconds. Why are American soldiers over there? They're not complaining for their living conditions. They're living in tents. But we have people complaining about the prisoners here living in tents. Come on now. Foolishness. Foolishness. Absolutely ignorant. Then you have these people that are saying it's, you know, they're trying to sue this sheriff and sue the county, saying that the treatment of these prisoners is inhumane and what he's doing, you know, it's not fit for, you know, the average citizen and this, that, and the other. They're trying to find anything they can on this sheriff in the last 14 years to get him booted out of office. They're saying that, you know, people are dying on his watch and, you know, this, that, and the other. Well, that's in every prison. People die in prison every day. It has nothing to do with the warden, has nothing to do with the sheriff, has nothing to do with the mayor. That's prison life. People die in prison, okay? But for the past 14 years, they've, you know, they're saying that this sheriff is crooked, he's corrupt, he's this, he's that, he's the other. If that were the case, he would not be a sheriff. He would be in that prison with those prisoners. These are people just trying to get the sheriff booted out of office so they can get somebody in there, take the tents away, give these prisoners the lap of luxury. This sheriff's been reelected 14 times. Apparently the people in this county love him. Apparently the people in this county think he's doing something right. And I agree he is. Our prisoners in prison for a reason. They're in there to serve time for a crime they committed. We shouldn't be treating them like prima donnas. They should be serving hard time. They should be doing exactly what the sheriff is doing to his prisoners. This should be widespread across the country, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But instead, we've got people coming back, no, they can't live like this, no, oh. Come on now. Are you serious? This sheriff is doing the right thing. More prisons need to be like this, okay? I appreciate the person that sent me this. I'm going to put this. It's going in my top. It's going in my top right there. I'm absolutely loving this sheriff. If you got any comments, suggestions, by all means, leave them. Leave your opinions, okay? Now, your opinion might differ from mine. That's what makes us great, okay? And by all means, please subscribe to my channel. And if you've got any news you want me to report on, send it to me. Send me a link, all right? Look up my Facebook page, all right? Facebook/Your News, My Views. Again, thank you for watching. And again, this is Lloyd with Your News, My Views. I appreciate it.